to your Google. I hope you all have to follow me. Please write down the instructions and how we are going to work out with this. So here you have to type play with Docker. I will be showing this project by using this online platform. As we have seen in yesterday's session, we have to go with play with Docker. You have to go for the login sessions, click on Docker. As I have already given my user ID and password, I will be starting directly from here. You have to click on start button. As you can see, now my play with Docker has been opened. Here you have to go for this add new instances to create the instance. So now my Docker platform has been opened online. So before starting any of the program, let me create my directory. To create my directory, I have to use make directory. Let me give some name. I'm giving the name as compose test. Enter. Now my directory has been created. Let's go inside the directory. I will be giving the command cd space compose test. Enter. Now as you can see here, I'm inside my compose test. And here if you will go to this editor, click here, just refresh it, you can see my root, then you can see the compose test directory. I'll just clear my screen. Okay, if you want, you can clear your screen. Now, the first thing is, as what all are the things we are going to create here. The first thing is, after creating this, we have to create the Python program. So actually this Docker will be providing you all the setups with the Python, with the Java projects. If you want to use your min stack like MongoDB and Node.js and all these things, AngularJS, or that also you can utilize. But I feel many will be familiar with the Python program. So we are going to run the Python program here. So I'm going to give the connection between the Python program to my Docker file, and also I'm going to use my compose file, because as it is a multi-container, so we have to keep everything in a multi-container system. So let me create my file. I'll be writing here, creating the file vi space app.py, because it is a Python program. Once you will click, you are going to get one more window, editor, where you are going to write the program. I have already the program. I'm just copying and pasting my program here. I will be explaining you all in detail this program. Once you have written your program, you can see here I have been used import time. Here the main job of this is I have used here the Redis server and also a Flask. This here you can see, if I'm going to import the time, how many times I'm clicking on my web browser, it is going to increase the time. So I have written here import time. And then here you can see I have written import Redis. This Redis is nothing but it is a server. And this Flask also will be acting as your container. So I'm using this from Flask and I'm importing this from my Flask container. As you can see here, I have used my cache memory, which will be having the host as my Redis server. And this Redis server will be having the port number, which is a default port number, that is 6379. So if you are changing your host address, you have to give your port number accordingly. Next, as you can see, I'm going for my hit count. how many hit I'm going to, otherwise you can say how many hit I'm giving to my web browser. It's going to count the timings and it is going to write. It is a normal program as we have been used your try and catch, and we have done this program. Here you can see I have written hello world. I have seen this one for how many times I'm going to click. Then I will be writing, I'm just saving the program and coming out. So now I'm here. And here I'm going to write one more program that is for one more text file I'll be writing here. To write the text file, I'll be giving vi requirements.txt. This is my file name, which one will be as a text file. So I will opening that. Here I have told you that mine first is my container name, which is Flask, and the second one is my server name, which is Redis. So these two things I'm going to copy and paste. Once it will be done, we'll just save it and come out. So now my two files has been created. One is Python program and one more is my text file program. So now the next is I'm going to create my Docker file. So now here how to create my Docker file is we have to write vi Docker file. So once I will write vi Docker file, so I have to write inside the program. I have already been written here. I'll be explaining you what is the program now. I just write here, copy and paste my program. Here you can see the first line, it has been written from Python. It has to take the image 3.7-alpine. It is just a image name which is present inside your hub repository. Then my work directory will be like my code. So here you have to set the working directory to code. The next line, as you can see, this is my environment. env is the short form to write the program inside your Docker platform. So I'm writing here environment, the variables I have been used, that is my what I have to get it, my Flask, which is my container, then my Python program, which is app.py. Then the next is I have to give my host address as 0.0.0 because it has to run your because in the next line you can see it is your run method of apk file, that is your add no cache of GCC. This GCC it has to install to Python package, because here I have been used this MUSL. This is nothing but your markup Ceph. So this language we have to use to install all the Python package directly here, and also we have been used the SQL Alchemy that will compile and it will find the speed. It will be the having the great speed, and all these things will be in your Linux header file. Next one you can see we are going to copy these requirements, the file whatever we have been created just before 2 minutes, that file it is going to keep copy from requirements.txt to requirements.txt. If you have any different name, then you can provide that name like copy A to B. Then next is you have to run the Python program. If it is not been installed, directly you can write run pip install -r then requirements.txt. What it will do is it will just copy all the Python dependencies from your requirements and it will keep inside your Python program. The next line is copy space dot space dot. So here it will copy the current directory, that is the first dot, to your in the project and to your work directory, that is your second dot. So if you will write like this, it will copy your first current directory to your work directory. The next one will be your, we are going to set the default command for the containers, which is your flask run. So once we will be done with this, we are coming out. I hope all of you have understood this. Now we are here. Now here I have to define my services. I have to define my services, which is known as my Docker Compose file. So how to create my Docker Compose file? I have to write vi space docker hyphen compose dot yml. So this is the YML file, and inside this we are going to create this Docker Compose file, and we are going to use this scripting language .yml, and we are going to write the program inside this. So now you can see my work environment has been opened. I have my program. I'll go to my program here. So here I'm going to copy this program. I'll be explaining you in detail what all are the things are there in this program. So here you can see that it is using the version 3, and the services, as I told you, it is getting the service from web services, which will be using the image, and which is built in from your Docker files in your current directory. So then what it will do is it will bind this container and the host machine to your exposed port. What is your exposed port here? I have been used 5000. So this is my exposed port, and you can use your default. Actually this 5000 is the default port of your Flask web server. So you can see two things we have used: Flask with the capital F, Flask with the small f. Capital F will be acting as your web server, small f will be acting as your container. So this one is having the default port, which is 5000. I hope you all have understood. Any doubt, you please keep writing in the chat box. We'll be happy to help you. Next, I'm just coming out from this terminal. So I'm here. So next line is we have to run this one. How to run and how to build this application, I have to write. Before that, I want to show you that you can go to your editor, just refresh it. You can see your compose test directory. Inside that, you can see I have created my Docker file, my Python file, my .yml file, and .txt file. So these files, all these things I have been created, and all these things are inside my compose test. So now here I'm going to build and run my application. So how to do that? As it is a compose project, I have to use docker hyphen compose space up. So once I will give this one, I have to press enter. Now it is pulling my all the images, whatever has to be done. Now you keep marking here my open port, which is going to be showing you my port value here. What port we have used? We have used the Flask server port value as 5000. So here what we are going to do, if I will click directly here, I will be going directly to my that port address. Suppose you are using your Ubuntu and all, you will be having the address here. If I'm clicking here, you can see the URL here. You can take that URL directly and paste inside the any of your Internet Explorer or Chrome, anywhere in your browser. You can see that. So here what I'm doing is I'll just click directly 5000. Now you can see my output has come. Hello world. I have been seen 1 time. So because as I have clicked for the first time, if I'll repeat, if I'll refresh, you can see it is getting increased. Again, if I'll repeat, it is getting increased. So here we have been used the multi containers to run our Docker Compose project.